sweet and tender. You are my desire. I'll be yours forever. Oh baby, you are mine. You are mine. Such my life. Hi there, my name is Oyet and you're watching Touched by Love with Ore. Are you a woman out there who's lost her husband and tradition and culture have made you feel as if you're a nobody? Are you a woman there who's tried to have children or family, a couple trying to have children and you've tried everything, you do not know what to do? Or is it that you've tried your best and it seems the story is never going to be a happy one? Well, you need to listen to the story today. I'm so excited to have with me a special guest today. Her name is Architect Mrs. Oyet, and she's here to share how her wounds got healed and inspire you to begin again and to have hope. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hey, hey. Something on the inside is not working on the outside. I can only hope that you will persist.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Where should I start from? I was a couple. I served 1985. I met my husband as a couple. We dated, we got engaged, we got married 3 years down the line, and we were friends. That's what's important. We married as friends and we stayed as friends. Unfortunately, we didn't have kids, and 7 years down the line, he got on a plane on a business trip to Lagos and he didn't come back home.
All alone after 7 years, hurting and grieving. You've just lost your husband and you're wondering, trying to come to terms with it. It's worse because there is nobody to bury. He's lost at sea somewhere. Your soulmate, someone you felt you were going to spend the rest of your life with. And then you begin to gather the strength to move forward. You have to go to your village to bury your husband or to commiserate with your in-laws. What happened when you got there?
Well, when we got there, we were received, albeit a bit coldly, and we tried to discuss what the next move would be, but we were asked to wait. Now, what we didn't know was that we were waiting for a plan that had already been set in motion to be acted out. A vehicle came in, my cars came in.
To the village?
To the village.
Where you were?
Where I was, which is like 3 hours away from Port Harcourt. You see, the typical widow is in grief and in despair.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, if she happens also to have been somebody who had no vocation or no handwork and depended totally on her husband, she tends to think that that's the end of her world. And in that state, that's what they capitalize on, because you're in despair, you're completely, you're like afraid of your tomorrow, if you have one. I mean, can you imagine being shaven and sitting on the floor and made to lie on the floor? Oh yes, I was given the graphic picture of how it is. I actually had seen it earlier when my father-in-law passed.
Where does that strength come from, and what was your mindset? What is the mindset that a widow or any woman who this could happen to anybody, anytime? What would you say? Look, don't fool yourself. This is something that could happen to you tomorrow. You don't know. So instead of just, saying, okay, my whole life has come to an end, your state of mind, or what you think we need to have as an understanding about life to put it at the back of our mind and forge ahead and deal with situations like this when they do happen.
Well, basically, I think if you have Jesus, you have a strength, an inner strength that is not obvious. But then again, there are some things that are worth defending.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that story. But that, is just the first part of architect Mrs. Oyatile's story. When we come back, we will find how she resolved to move on with her life and the surprising decision that she happened upon in her journey to do so. Hand in hand together, our hearts in sweet communion, heaven's blessings on our side. Oh baby, don't you know, my knight in shining armor, sweet bubble baby, kilo